Hello, welcome. Lately, I've been making some identity shifts myself, stepping into the role of a seven-figure CEO. And has nothing to do with proving myself or anything from the outside, but really what I've been working on is from the inside. And I'm going to tell you a little bit about how we have to shift the inside before we're going to see results on the outside. If you don't know me, my name is Audrey. I am the Manifesting CFO, and every weekday while I curl my hair, I come on here live on Instagram and we chat. So if this is the first time you're seeing me, welcome. I'm happy to have you here. And we talk about all things money, mindset, building a business. And we get to step into a new identity, right? Sometimes that's kind of hard. I know, I find that very challenging. But sometimes it's not about making more money. It's about shifting your identity. It's about feeling safe to hold the money that you have. And we all want to chase the dream, right? We all want to chase the dream of making more money, creating a bigger business. Maybe you do, maybe you don't. If you don't, maybe you want to ask yourself why. What's the belief there? But we also need to feel safe in holding money. Because if we don't feel safe in holding money, it's not going to stay with us. It doesn't matter how much money you make. If you don't feel safe holding it, it's going to go right out the door. So ask yourself, do I feel safe holding money? Is that possibly why I'm not attracting it right now? Because I don't feel safe if I have more money? Again, that's a belief we get to dive into a little bit more on our own or with help. And maybe you have some childhood wounds coming up around not feeling safe with money. Safety is one of the key factors in anything, any belief. So the way our brains are wired, they are wired, the first priority for our brains is to keep us safe, right? And we make up these beliefs that, whether it be if I had more money, if I made more money, I wouldn't be safe because of some sort of experience you might have had either as a child or hearing things people said. So if safety is a factor, that's the number one job of the brain, is to keep you safe and keep you alive. Now, the brain often doesn't really understand that, for instance, being more visible, going live, there's nothing there to be afraid of, right? Woo, there's a interesting curl. There's nothing there to realistically be afraid of. We are not going to have, like in caveman days, dinosaurs running after us or something trying to eat us. But our brain has not evolved to the point where it knows the difference between real safety and imagined safety. So if there's a reason we don't feel safe doing something, having more money, if that's not safe for us, our brain is going to prevent us from having that at all costs. So I want you to really think about this today as you go throughout your day. Where is safety keeping you from being and doing and having all the things that you want? What landed for you today here on Cash and Curl? Is safety keeping you, is something keeping you safe that it's actually preventing you from what you really want? I'd love to hear. Safety is a key factor in growing our wealth. We think that we want financial security, financial safety, right? We want to feel safe. But then sometimes that's not what happens, right? We don't do the right things, and that's okay because we haven't been taught to always do the right things. Or there's some other fear that's keeping us from building wealth, from creating that business that we need, because we feel that it's not safe to have money. It's not safe to build wealth. What are you doing that's counteractive to building your wealth and building your success financially? What are you doing that's keeping you safe, but it's actually counteractive? I'd love to know. Thanks for joining me. I'll see you tomorrow.